I just want to observe one thing that I find unbelievably disturbing about what American liberals have been doing in the wake of this election. There has been a lot of talk about whether people who supported Kamala Harris should have anything to do with family members, parents, siblings, children who supported Donald Trump. And there is a very non-trivial attempt to start encouraging people, and this has been going on since before this election, but it's really happening in earnest now, encouraging people to cut off ties with their family members, even their spouses, if those family members voted for Donald Trump. One of the biggest proponents of this is the MSNBC host Joy Reid, who obviously, in case you're wondering, believes that racism and misogyny are the explanations for why Kamala Harris lost. I know that's a great surprise. But she had on a clinical psychologist to explain and encourage people to cut off all ties, personal ties with friends and family members who voted for Donald Trump.
A challenge with the idea of how do you interact with people who you know voted for this, right? If you are an LGBTQ person and you know someone in your family voted essentially against your rights, or you're a woman knowing that, this man was calling people the B word. J.D. Vance was literally calling Kamala Harris the trash and said, we're going to take out the trash. I know a lot of black women were incredibly triggered by that. And if you then meet somebody and you know they voted for the people who called you trash, or if you're Puerto Rican, and you know someone voted that way, do you recommend, just from a psychological standpoint, being around them? We got the holidays coming up.
So I love that you asked this question because, there is a push, I think just a societal norm that if somebody is your family, that they are entitled to your time. And I think the answer is absolutely not. So if you are going to a situation where you have family members, where you have close friends who have voted in ways that are against you, like what you said, against your livelihood, and it's completely fine to not be around those people and to tell them why, to say, I have a problem with the way that you voted because it went against my very livelihood and I'm not going to be around you this holiday. I need to take some space for me. And I actually...
She's on the Yale faculty, by the way, that clinical psychologist, and I can show you all sorts of examples of think pieces and cable news shows, social media posts where liberals are saying, Democrats are saying, get out of any relationship you have with people who voted for Donald Trump, even if they're your parents, even if they're your siblings. And there are a lot of people's kids who are saying to them, I'll never talk to you again because you voted for Donald Trump. That is evil. That is cult behavior. That's what cults do. Cults say anyone who is not inside our program are people who you have to have no contact with. You cut off all connection with them because they don't see the truth of our cult. Anything that encourages people to cut off contact with their family members, other than things like pedophilia or child abuse or something really grave that requires, or domestic violence. But anything that encourages families to break up, people to cut off contacts with their loved ones, with their closest relatives, their immediate family members, their spouses, their friends, over political differences, that is a sick and twisted worldview. That is proof that these people have no religion, they believe, but politics has become their religion. Not just politics, but politics in the most banal way, just partisan differences. Like, oh, you wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris, and now you're not worthy in my life? Thanks for watching this clip from System Update, our live show that airs every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on Rumble. You can catch the full nightly shows live or view the backlog of episodes for free on our Rumble page. You can also find full episodes the morning after they air across all major podcasting platforms, including Spotify and Apple. All the information you need is linked below. We hope to see you there.